All right, here's a video I took of me breaking a hind at work the other day. Just thought I'd throw some commentary over it and post it for you guys. Hope you guys are having an amazing New Year's, 2 days in. All right, I just took off the wiggle meat or the latambra or the twitch muscle. If you ever see a cow shake its sides to get a fly off, that's where it came. That's where it comes from. So now I'm exposing the edges of the flank so I can remove the flank cut without removing the whole flank primal. I like doing it this way. Some people just remove the whole thing on the block. Doing it this way, one, it's easier because it's more leverage. The smaller the piece you're removing from a bigger piece, or the bigger your initial piece is, the more leverage you get. So here I'm just separating, peeling, getting that flank done, doing a little bit of ripping, guiding my knife. And then this is pretty much ready just for the baggers at this point. There's a little bit more cleaning up. All right, now continuing to take off the flap where the bavette is hidden. Take that, give that to the packaging table. Now remove this kidney and the suet to be later turned into tallow, rendered down for tallow fries. Now taking off the tri-tip, one of my favorite cuts of meat, being from Southern California. It's also the piece that I think deserves the most finesse because there's tight seams, there's folding seams, they couple each other, that if you don't get it right, you could damage the tri-tip, and certainly the sirloin tip and the top sirloin and the tenderloin. The tri-tip connects all four of these muscles together. All four of those muscles are worth more than the tri-tip. Now, I'm going to open up the bottom from the sirloin tip, feeling the joint to get where the femur goes into the pelvis. Now I'm going to open up in between the bottom and sirloin tip. There's a nice seam, a nice piece of sinew on the bottom round. I'm going to use a steel to get in there and separate. That allows for an easier pull, cleaner, and better yield on that tip muscle. Going down, scraping all the way down to the bone. Now I'm going to connect on top, peeling the knuckle itself off the shank. I got some custom exempt beef I'll be processing, and I will be filming closer on it, which I'm looking forward to. My wife will come out and film breaking, and I'll be able to get more in depth. But wanted to put this up for you guys. Wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope there's good resolutions out there. I got some exciting stuff. I'm working on merchandise. So if you want a margin t-shirt, or if you want a American Butcher t-shirt or something like that, they are coming. All right, now taking out the tenderloin, scoop, go down. Then freeing up the head. So yeah, just let me know what type of merch you guys will want. I'm working on several designs right now. The capability to do small batch printing. So it will be, you want a mask with a logo on it, or you want a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, just let me know. Logo will hopefully be up later this week. Boom, tenderloin, whole. Now, doing the top vertebrae, again, to separate the short loin from the sirloin. But I just leave this hanging just like that for now. And then I'll separate the sirloin from the round using a well saw. And then I'll do the rest of the separation of the short and sir on the block. But it's just knife work there. Now just sawing that sirloin. Well, saw one of my favorites. Put this on the block. Now I'm taking off the bottom round. Not the bottom round, the top round. Geesh. Top round where your London broils come from, your stir fry. You get some good stew meat out of there. Some people turn it into kebabs. It'd be too tough, in my opinion, for kebabs. You cut it thin enough on a bias. Places that can't afford flap or who can marinate it well will make carne asada meat out of it. Genuinely, where I work, it's either going to be cut into 3 roasts or London broils or turned into stew. So taking the top round off, leaving the gooseneck, which is the eye round and bottom round, still attached to the femur, attached to the shank. I will take the H-bone with the bottom round. The H-bone, of course, is where that oyster is. Again, apologize for this angle. There'll be more videos coming this month. There's no schedule. My goal is to just post a bunch on here. I had it, and I'll be recording a podcast later tonight for you guys, and got some things in the works as far as that. Now taking off the bottom with the eye round. And if you guys want to see videos or you have questions, please message me. And if I don't know the answer, I will do my best to figure it out. And if I don't have the content to answer, I will do my best. And thank you so much for supporting me. This means everything. I know times are hard, and I appreciate that you find value. And if you know a friend for a cup of coffee a month, they could have access to this and much more content, as well as just access to me. Taking off this, and then this last move, I'm going to remove all that tendon joint while it's still on the rail. It's one of my favorite things, and then push it down for further processing in one fell swoop. Happy Patreon.